no, it's stuck. Oh, listen to that.
Marcus.
What?
Once again, you failed to make a proper introduction to your own fucking channel.
Listen to what I say. Listen calmly to what I say. Listen carefully to what I say. No. I don't know when to start.
You don't know when to start? I've already told you we're rolling. By the way...
Yeah, but then we'd waited 5 minutes.
You have noticed the better sound. What people at home have, hopefully.
I personally can't. You
can clearly see the difference, right?
Yeah, I can see the difference because there's 2 microphones this time.
2 microphones. Two Blue Yetis. I actually invested in another one for...
It's white.
For your sake. That's the only right color.
Racist. He is racist.
Joking. Anyway, yes, I bought another one. I actually invested in a new one for this podcast show, and Marcus refuses to show gratitude for it.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
So, welcome to episode 7 of the M&M podcast show. I will make an introduction for you, Marcus.
Make other people do the hard work for you. Yeah.
What's up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
But is it news?
It is, because the first segment in our podcast is actually the news segment. So without any further ado, let's go into the news segment, shall we? So the first thing we're going to talk about is
Canadian
is Matthew Santoro. Okay?
Oh, he's pretty cool though.
You might change your opinion after what I'm about to tell the world, because Matthew Santoro has recently been. Would you please stop moving around in that chair? Because it really makes a lot of fucking hell.
I can't help it.
Fucking hell. So recently, Matthew Santoro was called out by Drama Alert, especially also by Grade A Under A, but actually Keemstar was first. He was called out for plagiarizing in his video. So basically, what he would do was he would find a list on some list site. Usually, it would be the list site listverse.com. He would take that list and make his list the exact same order, the exact same people, same title, everything would be the exact same, which is strong plagiarizing, if not just copying.
Copyright.
And, there is a certain copyright, but it's harder to enforce when it's sort of written out. But, so basically what he was doing was basically making a video for their lists, if you can say it like that. Yeah. But he didn't credit them. He didn't cite them as his source.
Maybe he did it anonymously.
What?
I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of, deal they have together. We made the list. You make the video.
No, because they actually comment on it themselves, and I'm going to show the comment on the screen, where they said, they responded to Grade A Under A, who called him out in his video, and they actually commented on that video saying, it's a huge problem, we appreciate you sort of calling him out, because we've been trying to get in contact with him and we can't. And recently, he came out, Matthew, and tweeted and said that he would now have sources on his videos. And Grade A responded by saying that it's great that you have started to now give sources only after being called out for not reciting your sources. And it is plagiarism. It really is. And it's just made me lose a lot of respect for Matthew Santoro. Also after the whole drama bitching stuff that we talked about last week, where he made a video basically bitching about YouTube drama. Didn't we talk about that?
Not directly, I think.
I cut it out, I think. But anyway, so he's made this drama video where he's basically complaining about drama on YouTube and all this shit. Yeah. And now he's sort of taken that back as well. Yeah. And so he seems to be making some fucked up choices, seeing what kind of effect it has on the internet, and then taking it back.
Pull it back.
Yeah. Which is that's a coward's way to act, I think.
But it could also be experimental. If you get what I mean, experiment. What if I do this? Then how does the internet react to this and that? And then okay, maybe that wasn't that good, then I could pull it back. I don't know.
So
maybe it's just because I'm a big fan of Matthew. I don't know.
So to test out the internet, he would plagiarize for years, making millions off of that, and make a video complaining, bitching about.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, when you actually say it like that, it's just stupid.
Yeah,
stupid.
right.
It's stupid.
You gotta say, man, it's just, it's a crazy ordeal, Marcus.
Yeah.
It really is, and I've lost a lot of respect for him. I can say that. I don't watch his videos anymore.
Me too, because I still have, like, if you can say, a hard time believing it, that he's actually doing that, because, I mean, I'm a big fan of him, and I like his videos, and then he's just, like, copying another one's lists and do exactly the same as that stands on that list, and says exactly the same as written on that list.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you lose a lot of respect. And it is kind of, like, great that he's taking now, that he's putting sources on his videos now, because then you could kind of gain some respect back, but not entirely, not all. Because
especially because he only chose to do it after he was called out for doing it. So, it's a fucked up ordeal, Marcus. YouTube is getting fucked up. But it's also fun, isn't it? With the drama. Drama is so fun. Drama is so fun, right?
Yeah.
We love drama. I have no problem with drama being on YouTube. There's been this whole sort of deal with people complaining about drama, saying, oh, it's the cancer of the internet, it's ruining YouTube, all these things. And I personally do not think that it is. I think it's actually, pretty damn interesting, to be honest. Like, because you can follow up with these things and follow up with these stories and see where these things, end up. And it's always more fun to follow drama than just the ordinary boring stuff,
What do you mean, ordinary boring stuff?
Yeah, I just mean the stuff that, people have uploaded for years on this site, Like, for example, Matthew, if he just, like, never got involved with any of this and just kept making list videos, well, we'd be talking...
I like seeing people get into trouble.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
But would we be talking about Matthew if he hadn't gotten involved with all this? We would not have.
We wouldn't. We would have talked about something else.
Yes, and it's kept Matthew relevant. So it's kind of like saying there's no bad publicity. Even bad publicity is good publicity, because that keeps people talking about these people, just like with Tobuscus and everyone else.
It's exciting because they're celebrities.
They're celebrities. Millionaires. So, let's move on then to the other thing we're going to talk about in this news segment, which is Lukas Graham.
Yeah, he's a great artist.
We all know who he is, and you want to know why? It's because, both of us being from Denmark, we are obligated to listen to his music. We are forced by the Danish government to listen to his music.
But you like his music?
I do very much.
You made it sound bad. Like it's something bad. His music is terrible! It's the same as Justin Bieber in America. We have to listen to it, whether we like it or not. Justin Bieber just sucks. Sorry if you're listening to Justin Bieber. I don't think he does, because, fuck him. So, anyways.
You're way out, Mark. You're way out.
I'm way out. Why do I keep doing that?
So, I've been a fan of Lukas since, 2012.
I've just listened to his music.
Fuck you. And,
I like his music, but it's not like I'm a big fan of his like that. I just, enjoy listening to his songs.
I've been a fan of him since 2012. Listened to all of his songs and everything. And basically,
I know that.
Yes, since Coney, and so basically, now he's made it big in the United States of America, with the song 7 Years, which got to number 2 on the Billboard 100.
Oh, that's
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And it's actually kind of a Danish sort of, record break.
Yeah.
Because the only Danish guy who's ever gotten to number 2 on the Billboard 100 was a guy who sung a song that he hadn't written. So in a way, he's the first person to reach number 2 who has written his own song. Anyway, so recently, the reason why we're talking about him is because recently, in the last few days, 2 different YouTubers, I guess YouTube channels, networks, companies, whatever, have made videos where they break down the lyrics of the text 7 Years.
Interesting.
And the first person is A Dose of Buckley, which has always
Weird
been
name.
known, yes, which has always been known to be a Canadian asshole who basically just complains about everything. And he made a lyrical breakdown of this, taking it way too literal. And then afterwards, shortly afterwards, the Fine Brothers and they released on their React channel. They released a lyrical breakdown where they took both, you know, teenagers and adults and elders, and made them react to this lyrical breakdown, I suppose. So basically, what I would like to do now is we will show a couple of clips from these two videos, from the Fine Brothers videos and from A Dose of Buckley's video. So let's have a short clip.
Today on the table, it's Lukas Graham, 7 years.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely.
Well, that seems like some solid advice, but two things. At 7 years old, you've been in school for at least a couple of years, assuming you haven't been in daycare or kindergarten, which would add a couple more, but shouldn't you have some friends already? Like, in grade 1 or 2, kids haven't learned how to be too shitty yet. It's almost impossible not to have friends. Unless, of course, you're the weird smelly kid that eats his own snot.
So what do you think the song was about?
It sounds like it's just like going through life and life stages and what's gonna make you happy at every stage of life.
Living his creative life in harmony with his personal life, which is not always an easy thing.
It seems like the song was about reflection. He didn't say anything about, you know, fame or glory. In the end, he was talking about his children.
So Marcus, we both saw the full videos in length before we started recording this, right?
Yeah, we did.
So, obviously, what I'm gonna say is, what is your take on this?
What do
you think?
Both of them?
Well, let's start with A Dose of Buckley.
A Dose of Buckley?
What do you think?
Asshole.
Asshole?
Because, I mean, he takes this text too literal.
Yes.
Like, basically, he thinks that, you know, it's all that he's singing is what happened to him, like that, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't like see that the song is about period of time, even though he says like 11 years old, blah 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 blah, get a wife, blah blah blah. That was his father's advice to get when he's getting older, if you could say it like that. Not when he's like 11 and then get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Thanks, pops. No, it's not like that. And the Fine Bros, or React, I don't know. Should I just say the Fine Bros?
I don't know. It was on the React channel. So
It was on the React channel. I mean, they were pretty good to analyze this text. They, if you could say, they could follow the text. They
relate to it.
Yeah, relate to it.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. They could relate to this this song, and they could understand actually most of it, which the other guy couldn't at all. He said he just took it too literal.
So the final conclusion is that A Dose of Buckley is an asshole, and that the
Yeah.
Fine Brothers React channel, whatever, that's okay. That's good enough.
That's a little better.
A little better, especially because, you know, I think it was really an interesting thing to see people from all ages react to this.
Because it was actually just kind of the same that they saw in the song together, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Anyway.
so they have made these lyrical breakdowns, and I just want to point out, I think A Dose of Buckley is a fucking asshole. And I've always sort of thought this. I was subscribed to him at one point. I've been following a little bit, but he seems to just be complaining. And I think the best person to point it out was the third pew, Nathan said, who said, "Why are you hating on Kanye West? He has a fine-ass wife. He's making millions off of his music." Which he calls good, but whatever. And, you know, so why hate on the guy? He's not done anyone anything. And funny enough, A Dose of Buckley has also made a video on Kanye West and why he sucks and all these things. So it's just, you know, I commented on that video. I wrote hashtag it's easier to hate, which is a sort of quote from Jack's Film's music video.
Yeah.
Please stop moving around.
I can't stop it.
So, I basically said hashtag it's easier to hate, much easier to hate. And he wrote, and much more fun too. And I was like, Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, yes, it is more fun, but still, like, you're just being a douche for no reason. That doesn't make any sense to me.
For some guys just think it's funny to be a douche.
Yeah. Anyways, so that was...
Get a life, bro.
I guess that was the news segment.
Yeah.
For this time. Why don't we take a little break then, and come back with an interview. How funny, Marcus. We'll come back with an interview where you're going to be interviewing a person whom you're going to be choosing. And I'm going to have absolutely no influence in choosing who it is. Anyways, we will have them on a Skype call. Real. And, and we will be back right after this break. Alright, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little video. Now it's time for... Why have we not recorded a jingle yet? We did a jingle live last time.
So we need to take that from the other podcast and then plot it into...
Or we can just do live once again.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You ready, Marcus?
I'm ready.
It's time for... Celebrity
Interview! It's so good.
Please don't ever become a singer, Marcus. That was horrible. Anyways, so, Marcus, as always, you will be choosing a random person that you're going to be interviewing. So, Marcus, who do you choose?
Bernie Sanders, man.
Exactly, Marcus. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
So,
President candidate. United States of America.
So, we actually have Bernie Sanders. Crazily enough, we actually have Bernie Sanders on a Skype call with us.
How is that possible?
So let's call him up.
You're speaking with Bernie Sanders.
Yes, hello Bernie, my name is Marcus from the M&M podcast.
Let me just interrupt you right there. We need to fix this country. Okay, there's something wrong in this country when people have to pay for an education.
Yeah, but what do you think is wrong with the country as it is now?
I've told you many times it's wrong that we have all these single parents who can't make ends meet and are poor and poor and poor, and the middle class is being demolished. The middle class is being destroyed, and we have too much poor people and too many rich people getting richer, and we need to change this. I will make America great. That's not me.
I totally agree with your point of view on America, because it is fucked up. Not my opinion. But how are you actually going to, make the poor richer and the rich people more poor? How would you do that? How would you manage to get money to the poor people? And
I'm gonna use the Robin Hood method.
Take from the rich and give to the poor.
Exactly.
So you're gonna steal.
Yes.
Isn't that stupid?
No. Because we have an overclass who's getting richer and richer, and they are not paying any taxes. We need to get them to pay more to the society so we can all share. Socialist isn't a bad word.
But you know that most of these rich people have worked hard to get rich.
The rich 1% should make up the other 99%. Because let's take a single mother who's working 40 hours a week to provide for her family. Isn't she working hard as well?
Yes, she is. But that's not my point. My point is that, rich people also worked very hard mostly their entire life to get this business that they have working. Isn't that also working hard? But I can't see...
Then why are they cheating in taxes? Why?
Because they can.
But that's wrong. We don't want a society where people cheat on the taxes.
Yeah, then
we won't have an economical good state, and we will be forced to go under.
Yeah, okay, I kind of get that. what else could I ask for? You know, the next president, hopefully. Because, I mean, what... Actually, I have this. What is your point, or what do you think of Donald Trump?
I've said many times, Donald Trump is an asshole.
I totally agree. Finally, someone that agrees.
Yes, I have to go, I'm sorry, I have...
Hello? Bernie? Bernie, are you there? Michael, what happened?
I don't fucking know. We were cut off.
Yeah. Annoyingly enough, it wasn't a video call.
It sounded very dramatic at the end there.
Yeah.
It really did. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah. To the next part.
Let's hear about it in the news tomorrow. Anyway, so I guess that was actually it for the podcast, Marcus. So what do you have to say as closing remarks?
Do you mean what we learned today?
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Do a Kyle Broflovsky from South Park. You know, I learned something today.
You know, I learned something today. That we all hate people. Because we're people. So that's why we hate. But we should all get together and fix the world to make it a better place. That's what I learned today.
Quote Michael Jackson, make it a better place for you and for... Shut up. Also, that was it. Shut up. So that was episode 7 of the M&M podcast. We sure had a lot of fun today. Just as always. And it was very nice it was very nice that Bernie Sanders took the time to be interviewed by us. So I want to say thank you to the newly deceased Bernie Sanders, because that sounded drastic. Anyway, let's close off, Marcus. Thank you all so much for watching.
Okay, you wanted to close off.
Close it off, Marcus, you dick.
But you just kind of closed it off, didn't you? Sorta. No, you're shaking your head. No.
Close it off.
Okay, well, yeah. As Michael said, this was episode 7 of the M&M podcast, and thank you so much for watching. Please watch again next time.
Next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday.
Yes.
In episode 8, where we're gonna have tons more fun than we did today. Right, Michael?
Exactly, Marcus. And you gotta improve your shitty English, Marcus. I want to say thank you.
I just want to say thank you for watching, and bye. That was it. That was it.
Please like, subscribe, and peace. Also, thanks to Blue for sponsoring our microphones. I'm joking. I paid for everything.